Hello, 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 and welcome to another story time, you guys, brought to you by ABC Read and ABC Learn, in which we are here to help you develop and nurture that love of reading in every child as well as every adult. How are you all doing out there today? Or maybe evening? It could be real early in the morning, real late at night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are around the globe. I hope that you all are doing spectacular. And I hope that you all have read or you're planning to read for at least 30 minutes. That's what's up. Well, before we get started with our story, I wanted to share with you guys a quote by an awesome author. She writes a lot of children's books, and she is an African American author, and her name is Andrea Davis Pinkney. And she said this: the best advice I can give to any aspiring author is to write every single day. Work at the craft of writing. Take it seriously. I mean, come on. That's obvious, right? Anytime you want to get better at something, you have to do it all of the time. Consistency is the key, no matter what it is. And especially with writing, one of the things too, though, is that writing and reading go hand in hand. So if you are somebody who loves to write, then you have to be somebody who is reading all of the time, okay? Because that is the only way that you are going to get better with your writing. Because number one, when you are writing books, or if you are whether it's like, really big novel, or if it's short stories, you have to read a lot because you are increasing your vocabulary. You are getting better with your grammar with your writing, okay? Also, you are knowing how to structure your stories, all right? And you are learning that by what? By reading what other people have written, and also remember, learn from the best, because there are a lot of great authors out there, all right? And so I just wanted to share that with you guys, and we're going to go ahead and get started, all right? And I'm going to be reading from this book right here, Fish in a Tree. I am still reading this book, you guys, and hopefully those of you who are regulars here on our channel, that you are enjoying this book. If you are, I would really appreciate it if you guys give it some thumbs up, put some comments, you know what I'm saying? Talk about how you really enjoyed this book or not, because hey, you may not really like this book. You might be like, that's kind of a little boring, corny, or whatever the case. Me personally, I really am getting into this story. I really appreciate the character Allie Nickerson, and how, she is struggling, with reading, okay? And I love her relationship with her mother and her brother, and how she has that strong, affection for her grandfather, so which is great. So she obviously has that great family support, and she, unfortunately, by her struggling with reading, she's struggling in school, so she's having a hard time in school. The last teacher that she had, and when you go back and listen to the other chapters, you'll find that she had a struggle with the one teacher that she had, but now she's about to get a new teacher. And so we're going to go ahead and get started on chapter 7. And I'm going to stop there and get to reading. Chapter 7, No Granpas Here. I sit on my bed holding my copy of Alice in Wonderland. The shaky writing in the front of the book says, "For Allie, my wondrous girl, love Grandpa." The colors of the book are all bright, even though the book is old. Inside, the pages are soft, and the writing is bigger than in books now. But I still can't read it by myself. It's like having a gift that's locked in a glass box. I'm feeling heavy, but I always do on Sunday nights. The thought of another week of school does that. It's like knowing I have to pull a tire through a keyhole the next day. But I'll have a new teacher. A Mr. Daniels sounds like a grandfatherly type with pockets full of lollipops, which could be nice. I'm hoping he'll spend a lot of time straightening his bow tie and telling us about the good old days and not giving us much work. But when I show up, I find that Mr. Daniels is no grandfather. He's younger than Mrs. Hall. He wears a dark jacket and a tie with colored circles on it. When I get closer, I realize they're planets. Most of the kids are gathered around him. I throw my stuff in the closet and walk over. He says, "My very excellent mother just served us nachos," and claims it is an easy way to memorize the planets in order from the sun. Albert, whose hair reminds me of a bird's nest, stands nearby. I feel bad for Pluto. I look over and my eyes are pulled to the bruises on his arms. Pluto was a planet all those years, and then someone just decided it wasn't anymore? Too small? Too far away? Orbit not just right? "I don't really think Pluto cares, Albert," I mumble. He sits in his chair and says, "Well, I do." I feel bad for him and want to ask him about the marks. He is big and clunky, but not fat. The kind of size where others would usually leave him alone. I pull out my chair and sit down. "Okay," I tell myself, "I'm going to do better. I'm going to work harder. That's all I need to do. I'm going to really concentrate this time. Even though I know I've tried that and it doesn't work. Reading for me is like when I drop something and my fingers scramble to catch it, and just when I think I've got it, I don't. If trying to read helped, I'd be a genius." Mr. Daniels is in front of me. I hold my breath and lean back. He holds out his hand. "I'm Mr. Daniels. Nice to meet you," he says. Shay leans toward Jessica. I guess he doesn't know who he's talking to. As usual, most of her friends laugh. "Hey," Mr. Daniels says, turning to her, "that isn't cool. We don't do that in here," which wipes the smile off Shay's face. Then he turns back to me. "What's your name?" "Allie Nickerson." I answer so softly that even I can barely hear myself. "Well, are you going to shake my hand, Allie Nickerson?" he asks. "I don't bite on Mondays." Great. Just what I need. A funny guy for a teacher. I take his hand, but only for a second. My mind is already spinning off, wondering what terrible things Mrs. Silver has told him, the plans they've made for me. I see myself wrapped in rope and lying on the train tracks, just like in Grandpa's old black and white silent movies. "Okay, Fantasticos, take your seats," he calls. "Time to set the world on fire." Everyone scrambles to their seats, but I'm still lying on the imaginary train tracks, all tied up and watching the engine come around the corner. All right. Oh boy, I tell you guys, this story is just, to me, oh my goodness. I really, really appreciate Miss Linda Mullally Hunt. I love the way she has written this book. It is like really, you can really envision and really picture what's going on in that classroom. And to me right there, that just shows you that that's one of the signs of a great writer. You know, when they can really, get you to picture, visualize in your mind what's going on just by reading those words, that is awesome stuff. All right. So I hope you guys are able to do that. And again, I hope that you all please like, subscribe, and share our videos. We appreciate that. Leave comments, give thumbs up, tons of them. All right. Please do that. All right. And share these videos, okay? Because I know there are some kids out there, who may be struggling with reading. And I hope that this channel will be benefiting those children as well as adults. And this is great family time, y'all. All right? So you guys take care. And remember to keep reading for at least 30 minutes a day. Peace.